There we go.
Yeah.
Peace, happy and healthy family and friends. Peace.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Welcome. Happy new day with Ari and Jay.
Yeah, now.
How is everyone today? How are you?
Doing fantastic, bro. Doing fantastic.
Awesome. Yes. So we can wait a couple of moments.
Yeah, I'm just going through the setup and whatnot.
Okay. I'm going through my setup and whatnot. Now, how was everyone's Mother's Day? Shout out to all the mothers, mother figures. Okay.
Let's see. Let's go to the chat.
Welcome.
It's not allowing me to tag anything. Let me get this one done.
I could just sit with Sage all day. Clearing space.
Yeah. So, yeah, another 30 seconds and then we'll be ready to get started.
Yay, welcome. Welcome to the live broadcast of Happy New Day with Ari and Jay. Most definitely. Yes. Peace. Thank you. And again, we trust that everyone's weekend was sublime.
Indeed. So you ready to get started, baby?
I feel as though I am.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking about foot reflexology today.
Okay.
How to identify internal issues in the body, and then also how to heal them through foot reflexology massage. Because there are reflexology points. If for all of those that aren't familiar with reflexology, there are various pressure points throughout or reflexology zones on the bottom of the foot that coordinate or that coincide with different regions of the body. And so you also have the same points or similar points on your hands, similar points inside on your eye, similar points around your ears, also similar points on the genitals as well. And so those are the major reflexology zones. Technically, every part of the body is connected to another part.
Even the teeth.
And so, those reflexology zones are important because a lot of times we'll have aches and pains, and especially on our feet. And the reflexology zones and they're not actually, they're tied in, so they're energetically tied into those different centers in the body. And the foot massage, especially on those points, can go a long way for actually it'll help identify issues that are going on, and then applying a massage technique for those different regions will also help to alleviate and strengthen those organs so that challenges do you can help heal those challenges. And so, we'll go to our resident expert reflexologist over here.
Now. Yes. Well, I'll start with what turned me on to reflexology as a modality. I do foot detox, and that's where you put your feet in the basin with water, and I have a machine that helps to draw out impurities from the body. And once I was finished with that section with the client, I would go into a foot massage, not knowing what reflexology really was. I just added on a foot massage. And all praises and thank you to Dr. Cherilyn Lee, because she sent me to school to learn the actual technique of reflexology. And from there on, it's been a blast. So thank you very much, Dr. Cherilyn. Definitely. And it's been good. From there, I've been able to pinpoint issues in people's body, and I have plenty of stories, but one that comes to me, and you were there actually as well. We were doing a series of sessions of reflexology out in the valley, I want to say, and a lady had come to visit with the reflexology sessions that we were having, and she noticed me, and immediately we just embraced and hugged. She remembered me because years prior to, I had done
oh yeah, I know you.
yeah, I had done I used to do volunteer work at senior centers, and I would perform reflexology on everyone who would come. Everyone who would sit down would get reflexology treatment, and she was one of them. So I was working on her feet on the different pressure points, and I said, well, is there anything going on with your hip? She said, oh, well, no, every now and then. I said, okay. And then those years later, when we were doing the reflexology, when we had the reflexology station, she said, girl, you were right. My hip ended up having issues and this and that. So I worked on her extra, and she showed me love. And it's true. You can pinpoint issues going on in the body from the touch of the foot and feeling the energy spaces. Another story, I have had children, babies, who, wouldn't stop crying. One in particular, he was just fussing and fussing and fussing. And I said, Mom, may I hold your son? She said, yeah, go on. So he's fussing still, and he's crying, real big tears, truly in pain. And I just started rubbing on his foot, just kneading on his foot. And eventually he started passing gas. And, it's like, okay, he just needed relief. He needed relief from his colon. He was impacted. And I said, well, what's his, diet? And she said, well, and she kept milk. So she's giving him milk. And I'll go even further, when we're having our children, and even us that are, drinking dairy products, eating dairy, we have to keep in mind that the molecules of the milk are quite large, and that's on behalf of the calf, who the milk is actually for, is going to be 1,000 to 2,500 pounds. So we're giving this to a child who's maybe 8-9 pounds. Even us, being the pounds that we are, it's harder to digest, even if it is possible, those molecules of the milk. So keep that in mind. There are many alternatives. Yes. Then another story. So that's digestive, and then we did the lady with the hip, and then you were there too, where we were at a retreat, and a lady, she had just lost her ex-husband, and she had emotional she was very emotional, but she made it to the retreat, and she came to me. I was like, okay, well, we'll figure this out. So I said, well, just lay down on your stomach and let me scan you. I call it scanning, where I can kind of intrinsically pinpoint what's the area that's needed for release. And sure enough, I was guided to her heart, and I started working on that section. All of a sudden, she started to belt out tears, crying. You were there. And she was very thankful, but you just need that release. So the organs, the heart, emotional, physical, it all comes together. And with that, if I may share some of the benefits of reflexology, and all of those stories that I just shared will tie into these 7 that I have. So it helps to relax the nervous system. That's number 1, and it definitely does. Most people go to sleep, and I always say, if you go to sleep, it's a compliment for me. So just relax. It helps to relax the nervous system. It helps to boost circulation. It has, it increases energy. So as you're working on the different points of the body, you are basically exercising that organ. And I'll have a diagram to share. Let's see, release toxins. As that baby, he had to just release himself. And he was happy. He went straight to sleep after his little reflexology treatment. It also stimulates the body's healing properties and works on the organs. And it also helps with emotional release. So I do have a diagram here. I don't know if everyone can see. There we go. And it shows everything from the sinuses, colon, heart, and everything. And after memorizing this over years, it's pretty easy to pinpoint what's going on. And you can find this online. Just type in reflexology chart. And there's several ones that show different things. And you'd be surprised how, I'll show it again. And you'd be surprised how you can offset certain things within the body just by the use of your fingers.
Yeah, hey Genesis, how you doing?
Peace, love.
Yeah, good morning, Felicia.
Hey,
yes, God bless you as well.
Thank you. Peace. Yes, so those are the benefits. And did you have anything to chime in on as far as that?
Have you ever woken up in the morning or know of somebody that every time they wake up in the morning they have soreness, pain in different parts of their feet, or just chronically just have sore feet? Typically what that is there's a sign that there's something going on internally. If you look, by looking at the reflexology chart, every part of the body, every organ is represented on the foot. And so typically if you're experiencing pain in a certain point, and normally people will have pain in certain points on their foot on a regular basis, when they do, that's a sign that there's an issue with that organ. And so if somebody has an issue with the sexual organs or whatnot, it'll be on the bottom inside of the feet, inside of the sole. If they're having issues with their neck, constant neck issues or whatnot, it'll be underneath the big toe, that little area between the big toe and the actual pad of the foot itself. If they're having issues with digestion and whatnot, or the colon tract, there's a section that goes over, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Yeah, I can talk about it all day long, but I can show you much better. Where you're looking at the intestinal tract going across in the light purplish color. And so right here, right there.
Yes. And many people after a massage or even during, like, okay, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely. Yeah, and so, or a person that's having challenges with their kidneys, to massage that area, those areas, will help improve the ability, person's ability. There's your kidneys right there. And so the massage can help enhance those parts. Because usually what happens is there's an energetic block in the organ itself, and then it's represented in the foot, and it creates the pressure. And then from there, that's where the pain comes from. So basically, it's an indicator. So when you're experiencing chronic foot pain, typically that's a warning sign to say, hey, there's something going on internally, and this is almost like the remote control to be able to hit those pressure points and alleviate or open up the energy channels. So now they're increasing the circulation that's needed to help, to allow that organ to start to heal itself. Because the body will repair itself. The thing is, we have to give it, we have to open those channels, those blocked channels, so that it can do what it needs to do, so that the nutrients can get to that, so those organs can get fed. Because of those blockages are inhibiting its ability to do so. She says, "Is that like gout?"
It's exactly what it is. Is what like gout?
Tanya, she asks, is the pain. People that have challenges with their foot. Gout is typically from a lack of circulation, and the toxins. Like a person that's so toxic, also. The reason why ion foot baths work is because all the organs are all tied into the feet, and that's the lowest extremity, and so gravity brings everything down. Yes. And so if a person is not their body isn't filtering properly, then what happens is all those toxins and acids are sitting in your foot.
Right.
Yeah, because they're not being pushed up and being released from the body. And so that's the reason why those just detoxing in general is so important, especially if the body is not eliminating the toxins from the body as it should.
Keeping in mind that the body cleanses from the head down and the inside out. So everything goes down. So the feet are the lowest extremity, and the feet also have the largest pores that have the largest pores of the body. So it's easier to release from the feet, from the larger pores at the bottom of the feet. And again, we cleanse from the head down and from the inside out. That's why we sweat. That's why when we go to the bathroom, it goes down. Nothing goes up.
So Felicia asked, I had a foot detox a few months ago.
Okay.
The feet tell a lot. How often should we do a foot detox?
It depends on what is going on in the body. I've had standing clients who would come to me a couple of times a week, and then some who were on a active cleansing regimen, they would come to me once every couple of months. So it really just does depend on what's going on in your body. And with the foot detox, the water changes colors. So you have the foot detox, that's an electronic way. It has an array that helps to pull out the toxins from the body, because the array releases negative ions to attract the positive ions in the body, and the positive ions represent the debris that is on the cells. So it's a cellular detox, and it works amazing. Some people know it, or know best, like if they go to a health food store and they'll get pads for the bottom of their foot, and they put the pad on the bottom of their foot, they go to sleep and they wake up and the pad is really kind of icky. Foot detox is a way to do it much quicker, and it's just as thorough.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Are there any other questions?
Thank you so much for the question.
Let's see. No. Yeah, I guess it's kind of low.
Well, they
Quite,
must have
quite
wrapped it
right.
up and kept everything tight and explained thoroughly if there's no questions. Yes.
Yeah.
And if there's any to come, we'll be happy to answer those as well.
Oh, she asked about ashy feet.
Okay, thank you. Okay, ashy feet, feet with dead skin, that also is an indicator that the body is going through some stress, especially, okay, so ladies, we go, and men, we go and get the manicures and pedicures. Well, with the pedicure, they'll ask, well, would you like, what's it called? Skin softener, callus remover. That's what they say. It's a callus remover. Anytime that there's a callus on the foot, on the side, on the bottom, that's an indication that that organ, whichever organ that is
Wherever the callus is located.
is having stress. So usually, and I've seen it, do not, if I know it's really smooth, and once you finish with with your feet, you can slip and glide, and it's really smooth. But don't. That really has not been the callus remover has not really been sanctioned. So it's just acid being put on the bottom of your foot to burn away the skin. And so if you're seeing that, especially right along in here, that's where I've seen a lot of clients have in the intestine area, a lot of clients will have a lot of dead skin. Also, I've had clients to do a foot detox, and it's the whole foot. So that is an indication of a lot of mucus in the body. And we've talked about it with the baby as well. When it comes to dairy products, those molecules in the milks and the cheeses and things, if you're not eliminating it properly, it'll sit on the body. And we have to keep in mind, common sense first, that baby calf is going to be 1,000 pounds. Even with, we watch the show 600-Pound Life, those people, the 600 pounds, that's still not going to be the size of that baby calf or that those cows or bulls. So keep that in mind when we're going through, and like I said, I go to common sense, so detox. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so ashy feet, you would want to apply natural oils and do a massage on your feet. And you can perform reflexology on yourself or your partner or your friend. You guys can have a reflexology party and you guys do each other. It's very, it brings people closer together. It's touch therapy. Yeah, I've done reflexology on you before.
No, absolutely.
And you went straight to sleep.
Yeah, like I was out.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tanya asked, how do you avoid ashy feet or old-looking feet? Typically, what that is, it's a reflection on what's going on inside the body. And so if your feet basically are like a window, just like the eyes, if a person has, heavy, brown eye, eyes are like the whites of the eyes aren't white anymore or whatnot, that's letting you know that there's something going on inside the system and whatnot. Same thing with your feet. Those ashy feet or dry feet or whatnot, that's a sign that the organs are dehydrated. A lot of times you'll see it like in the colon area, in particular, the intestinal area as well. And that's a sign that the body is not eliminating properly. And because like with the person's digestive tract, what will happen is as we're going down and working, the body's working its way through the body is digesting. By the time it gets to the foods get to the into the colon area, what you're having is it's mainly liquid, and the body's pulling processing that liquid and pulling up electrolytes into the body and for uptake and whatnot. And so if a person's all dried out or dehydrated, the colon will become impacted, and then also it'll show up in that section that you're pointing out to in the feet, where now they're dry inside their bodies, and now they're dry on their feet as well. And so usually that's a sign of being dehydrated. And then also you have to keep in mind the feet are I just lost my train of thought. Woo, okay. Anyway, the feet are person dehydrated. Come back to me, because I just had a serious brain fart there. Anyway.
Yes.
There was another question.
Meanwhile, what we can do is soak our feet. Even if you don't have a foot detox machine, you can soak your feet with, I would take a foot basin with some warm water and baking soda. Baking soda alkalizes the body, so you can uptake the alkaline properties of the baking soda while you're sitting there. And then, massage your feet. Spend time with yourself, love on yourself. That's what that helps with. A good massage of the feet. I know I personally use, I don't use anything on my body that I wouldn't eat, because the skin is the largest organ. So I use olive oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, any other oils that. I think that's just, there's so many different oils, but things that are.
I like olive oil. So.
I like olive oil too. Yes, that's what we use olive oil. And then you can put on your different fragrances after that.
Yeah, so Felicia asked, see, a little lymphatic color was shown on my foot detox. I noticed. Wait, where'd it go?
And again, the body cleanses from the top down and from the inside out.
There we go.
Okay.
A little lymphatic color was shown. Jazzy, get down, bro. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little lymphatic color was shown on my foot detox. I noticed results immediately, but that was months ago. What is your recommendation for how often I should get it? Good question, Felicia.
I go to the source. So when you're dealing with the lymphatic system, that's the only system that there is no detox for. The lymphatic system, or the lymphatic fluids in your lymph nodes, the only way that they can be exercised is through stretching or exercise. So make sure that when you wake up, you stretch. And it's just as simple as that. You don't have to go run a marathon or go play football in order to activate and keep your lymph fluids going. Yeah, because that is a major fluid for our bodies. So something as simple as stretching, walking in the morning. Even if you have a rebounder, that will help with your lymphatic system as well.
Let's see.
Great questions. Thank you so much.
Ash your feet out of void, lymphatic. Holy crap.
Holy crap.
The whites of my eyes are turning brown. What can I do? Detox.
Yeah, that sounds like
detox.
Liver. Yeah, detox. Drink more water. And detox.
That's just that's showing that the body is not, the blood isn't purifying or cleansing itself at a high enough level. Have you had any challenges with your liver, Thomas?
And these are things that, we'll see it, and not necessarily that we know or that we've been diagnosed, but the body will tell us, what's going on. So, detox.
Just drink, yeah.
Plenty of water and liquids. Have more fruits in your body. Having fruit or eating fruit is like eating water, because most fruit is mostly water.
Oh, you just said the Jameson, huh? Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, who's that?
Oh no, Tanya, she mentioned regarding her eyes, the whites of her eyes turning dark. Yeah, that's typically what you're going to see happen. Absolutely. And so the best way to counteract that is water. Water. That's number one. Then also, there's some herbs like the CKLS is really good for that.
Yes.
And that's sort of like a mini daily detox that you can do. And it helps slow down on the drinking, on the liquor, up your water intake. Yeah, that's how you can reverse it, Tanya, is to slow down on the drinking, up your liver intake, up your water intake. Quality water, by the way, quality water. So some good, the more alkaline, the better, because you want to balance your pH throughout your body and whatnot. And then the CKLS is really good because it strengthens the liver, and it also helps purify your blood at the same time. So, it's a passive way to get it done. Yeah. Now, if you really want to, really, boost your whole and clean out your system quickly, then a 7-day detox or a 20-day detox will actually reset your whole body in a short amount of time. But if you're looking to do something that's more on the passive side, then up your water intake, then also clean up your diet, because a lot of the foods that you eat alkalize the foods that Are you saying Ola? CKLS.
What does CKLS stand for? That's colon.
Colon, kidney, liver, and spleen.
Liver and spleen. And that's something that we can share once we're finished. Share the link to have. We see you, girl. We see you, girl. Yes.
Yeah, we'll post a link to the CKLS herb.
It's excellent.
Yeah, it's a great all around mini detox. You can take it on a daily basis to help jumpstart your system to purifying itself. And so it clears out the colon, clears out the kidney, clears out the liver, and clears out the spleen. So the liver, kidney, and spleen, those are responsible for purifying the blood. And then the colon, that's part of our digestive tract, and it purifies, eliminates the waste from the body. And so a lot of the challenges people have is because their colon is impacted. Like Dr. Safi said, 95% of all disease comes from a person having an impacted colon and whatnot. And because everything just sort of sits in the system, and then also people end up becoming dehydrated because they're not absorbing the water from the foods that they take in.
Yeah, simple things.
No, you can.
Simple things like adding lemon to your water, adding cucumber to your water. Actually, cucumber helps the cells to receive the water. So a lot of times we drink water and it's just going straight through us. Where different things, again, like cucumber, will help to help the body, help the cells to uptake the water.
Absolutely. I'm actually pulling up the link as we speak.
Thank you so much.
To post in the chat.
Yes. Yes, great questions.
See, CKLS.
Really great herb.
Yeah, it's a herbal formula created by from New Body Herbs.
Yes.
Dr. Goss.
Yes, and we'll get that link to you. And it's good for the lymphatic system as well.
Yeah, and so what that will do is it'll strengthen that liver and then also help the body with elimination moving forward. Let's see, can I get on?
Yes, indeed.
This is allowing me to get in. It's letting me in. You know what?
What do we know?
Oh, there we go. KLS.
We're going to have to get a chair for you, Jazzy.
There you go. I just posted it in the chat. So if anybody's interested in looking, for a source for your CKLS, there it is right there.
Yes.
Let's see. I will start adding lemon and cucumbers too. Yes, excellent.
You'll see the difference. You'll feel the difference.
Yes, it's great for. Oh, you know what? I just realized that that's coming onto our main.
Quantum Wellness?
Yeah, that's not actually on yours. Yeah, because you have a separate feed.
Yes. Well, I can share it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Once.
Yeah, we'll share it right after the video.
Yes. Pronto, we'll get it over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think that'll about do it for today.
Okay.
You have anything else?
It's been a great show. This is what episode 15 was?
Yeah. Yes,
we're getting up there. Thank you guys for viewing and for the support through viewing and being consistent and engaging with us, asking questions. We receive the love. Absolutely. Thank you in return, 10,000-fold. Yes, I feel like we did a good job today.
All right.
Yes. So everyone, do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. So Jazzy seems like she's having.
Yeah, she keeps checking in.
Yeah, I think she might need to go.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Well, you guys have a great day. Enjoy the best of your days. Make it a great day. And we'll talk to you and see you tomorrow.
All right. Take care now.
Yes. Peace.